am the great cornhole.
All right, welcome everyone to another episode, a Super Bowl extravaganza episode of Masters of the Retroverse, where we are going to talk about everything but football.
But football.
Because I don't like football. I don't like sports, and I really don't care.
God, you're such a nerd.
I know, right?
The only nerds don't like football.
I know.
Right.
That's me.
I like football, but I'm still a nerd. I just don't like who's playing, so I'm totally in agreement with you.
Yep.
Tired of the Patriots. Tired of, the Rams. I'm good for them, so. Yeah.
I don't know. The Rams, they used to be in St. Louis. Now they're back in L.A., so who cares?
Right? But still, it's the Rams, dude. So you know, there's a little piece of your heart that's like, go Rams. Go Rams.
Man, I'll tell you what. In the industry that I'm in, I've met a lot of football players, and they were surprised that I had no idea who they were. I mean, like the one guy, his name was Kevin Carter, and he was a football player back in for the Rams back when they were at the Super Bowl back in St. Louis, and I went to his house, and he had a knock on the door. This giant black guy answers, and I'm like, "Hey, Mr. Carter, I'm here to, fix your furnace or whatever." And he's like, "All right, come on, I'll take you downstairs, show you where everything's at." We walk downstairs, and he's got like football jerseys hanging on the wall and all kinds of football stuff all over the place. I'm like, kind of a football fan, are you? He goes, I guess you could say that. He goes, "Yeah, I play for the Rams." I'm like, "Oh, okay.
Cool."
But he still had that look on his face like, "You don't know who I am?" No, I don't know who you are, dude. I have no idea.
Point me in the direction of your furnace, please.
Yep. All I care about is fixing your stuff.
100% business. All business.
That's right. That's right.
All business.
That's right. So, needless to say, I don't know. I mean, I've met some baseball players and some hockey players. I used to follow hockey. I like hocky. Hockey's cool.
Yeah.
And I've been to some of their houses, and that was kind of cool. But I don't know. Just really not a big deal to me.
Oh, it's all good, man. Like I don't know, man. I was all gung ho. I was like, oh man, freaking Seattle Seahawks, right? Because that's my team. And then it's been my team, so don't get it twisted. It's been my team since the Bosworth days, right? And then I went back and I even watched some Oklahoma shit just to figure out Brian Bosworth and all that good stuff, because that's where he came from, obviously. But like, I liked football in the 80s. I wasn't like a diehard fan, but I was definitely somebody who paid attention to the people that were 100% fans, like that knew the ins and outs, the plays when they call and be like, "Oh man, they're about to do this," because they say some number or whatever, and you're just like, okay, that's cool. And then football does translate into like, to be honest with you, the military. Like, I don't like to talk about that stuff a lot, but like plays and all that crap. So like a lot of that stuff, resonates with me. The brotherhood, the cohesiveness, like all that stuff that they find in the field. It's that resonates with me now. It didn't really back then, but looking forward, it does. But like, I definitely watch more college ball, and my team did really well this year because I was in Tennessee, in Knoxville, not Knoxville. Was it Knoxville? No. Nashville. I was in Knoxville. Jesus. I don't know all the places in Tennessee, but I was in Knoxville when I came out of North Carolina mountains. We were there and we're watching. It was a Tennessee game because when I was doing that op, right?
Mm-hmm.
I told you I had to go up to Indiana, and I was there for a while. And a commercial popped up for like the team that was doing like really great or whatever, and I like start looking at it. All these flags are popping up all over the United States, and I was like, "Wait a second, those are fucking Cougar flags." I was like, "Washington State Cougars," and then they're like, people were looking at me like, "Who's this motherfucker?" Like, I was like, they weren't playing them then, but it was like, I guess the Cougar, like because being here in North Carolina, I don't get to see their games. Like Apple Cup, I see the Apple Cup. I see like the big things, and everything I do is on the internet, right? And I didn't really follow them this year. I'm a horrible fan this year, but they were really doing well from what I found out. What is up, Joe Amato? Welcome to the podcast. So, just to have that, and have that commercial in the middle of Knoxville, right? I said Knoxville, right?
Yeah.
I'm still getting confused where I was, man. I drove all over the United States. Jeez. And to see my flag come up, that's amazing. So I definitely resonate more with the college, and I definitely partied there a lot when I was young.
What's up, Jan?
So, yeah.
But we are not here to talk about football.
Yeah.
Definitely not here to talk about football.
But that was college ball. That's not.
Yeah.
Today's nipple day.
In my opinion, I mean, any of the like the major league sports, it's all political. It's guys that get paid way too fucking much money for what they do. And honestly, I mean, if I'm going to watch a sport, which I don't watch sports, I would almost rather watch like college or high school football, basketball, whatever it is, because I mean, I don't know, man. It's stupid.
You get to feel the excitement of the crowd.
It's people that play for the love of playing, I mean, it's like me, I'm real big into like music and stuff, and I play guitar. I've been into bands and all that shit, and honestly, I love going to just some podunk bar and watching some no-name band play, because they've got the love of it in their blood, man.
Yep.
And
absolutely
they just play for fun. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I love going to concerts and watching, big name bands and shit like that play. But I don't know. There's always a place in my heart for all the guys that are out there struggling to make it.
Yeah, definitely.
But
it's definitely.
Speaking of football, which we're definitely not talking about this week, Bradley Smith did something pretty cool on the Toy Lounge.
Yeah. He actually did like a little montage, or not montage. He actually played Tecmo Bowl, and he did. It was the Rams versus the Patriots, because that's the big game today that we're not talking about, as we're still talking about it. But and they dominated. It was like 48-3.
Who won? The Rams?
The Rams.
Okay. All right.
Dude,
everybody go out and place your bets based on Bradley Smith's game.
Yep.
Go out and place your bets on the Rams, because they're going to win.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully.
Wouldn't that be some shit? Wouldn't that be some shit if that was the same score too?
That would be. I would be like, I will watch you every day, Bradley.
So then, if that's the case, then every year he has to do that, and then we're all going to place our bets on who's going to win.
Yeah, we got to show him how to record it right, though. So Bradley, it's really easy. You don't need a lot of stuff. It's really easy. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. And that got us a little talking before the show. We decided to halt that conversation and bring it on to the show, because what were you were talking about, like,
how video games and everything like that, you're just like, all these multiplayer games and everything that's going on in the whole realm of everything. We're producing things. We're going forward with a lot of things, right? But you know what? You can never go wrong. Oh my goodness! Come on, Gunner. We got an extra tonight. Oh God! Don't make out with me. Look right here, Gunner. Look right here. That's Gunner. This is the baby of the family. Sorry, he's definitely a weirdo. He's like very needy. Mommy's out right now, so he's all up in my lap. She's actually watching. So revisiting the old school games, right? Because we have the Nintendo Switch, right? And we have Nintendo Switch Online. What's the service called? Is it just Nintendo Switch?
It's just Nintendo Online.
Nintendo Online?
Yeah.
Okay, so we go there, but now we revisit some of the old games and we add in the aspect of the multiplayer. So I'm sitting here and Adam's sitting where he is in Missouri. I'm in North Carolina. Now we both can play the same game, but we're playing Tecmo Bowl from whatever year it came out, 1988 or whatever one he was playing. Like,
yeah,
we play that game, and I could play one team, he could play the other. let's add multiplayer to that, but on the Switch console, because obviously it's there's got to be a way to do it. It's got to be just a small, like, okay, so you got to take the code and you got to bring, like, I don't want to sit here and talk about all that crap, but yes, there would be a little bit of work behind it. But you know what? For all these people paying hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to do these small little coding jobs, come on, man. You're programming something, you're taking something from an EEPROM and you're going to put it on an online service. Why can't you throw in a line of code where it allows the access to another player and on another server, right? To connect with that player, and now we're playing Mario and Luigi together.
Yeah. So I mean, it would be set up to where, like, if I was player 1, you were player 2. You would be watching me play Mario as player 1, and then basically we would virtually hand off the controller to you when Luigi came on. I mean, how hard would that be?
It shouldn't be too hard because they got to upload the whole code anyway for everything.
Right.
So they're just going to have to change a few lines. So it'd be like...
It's just that easy.
Super Mario World Deluxe or Super Mario Deluxe, right? Mm-hmm. And Deluxe meaning now we have the multiplayer aspect, and now you could play this and I could play this, and we could be cities apart. We could be states apart.
Yeah.
We could be eventually worlds apart because, you know, interstellar travel's happening. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely. But like games like you know, where you do actually have side by side playing, like Contra, or you have like Life Force. You know, I mean, I would pay extra. I would pay extra a month to do that. Like their service is cheap as it is. It's $20 for the year.
Fuck, Nintendo.
I know.
Get with the program.
Step up your
give
game.
People what they want. It would be absolutely amazing.
Which they got a lot of work to do, though.
In here and get him into the ear of fucking Nintendo and get them to do this because they listen to you.
Yeah, but they've got a lot of work yet to do on their online service, though. Like their multiplayer kind of sucks, as far as the chat and basically your gamer tag. You don't have a gamer tag. It's whatever 9-digit number they give you. And then you have to share that with your friends, and they have to make sure they punch it in right so they can find you. And
why are they punching a 9-digit anything?
Right.
I'm emitting an IP address. You know where I'm coming from.
Right. Give me a gamer tag, and let me do it like Xbox and PlayStation does. I mean, how hard could it be? I don't understand.
You're already paying for a service. Why not?
Even if you, like I said, I would pay more. You know, I mean, I pay Actually, I did the $35 because that allows me to have, you know, multiple users on my account to play online. If you just do a single profile, it's $20 for the year. I mean, shit, you pay $10 a month for Xbox. So up it to
$9.99.
Up it to even $50 for the year. Make yourself a few extra bucks and start doing some of the shit that bring it into the 21st century. Jesus. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I like the online thing, but honestly, the only reason why I pay for that is to get the NES Classic games on it.
Well, didn't they just suffer a tragedy? One of their greatest creators passed away not too long, like this past year. Indy. It's the dog show.
There he is. Come here, buddy. Come here.
Indy. He's a good boy. I like that dog. But one of their greatest creators died. The one that I can't pronounce Japanese names. Miyamoto? I apologize. But I know he was tied to the Game Boy and he was tied to the Virtual Boy. And there's a couple other things that he was tied to. Jeez, what are we all coming in together? Roxy's about to get up in her spot behind me. So get up there, Rox. Get up there. Rox, get up there. Roxy, get up there. Go. Good girl. And now she's in her spot. Say, hey, Roxy. I say, hey, Rox. That's the coolest dog ever. I've known a lot of dogs in my life. And this dog right here, she is the shit. Most chillest, humblest dog. Like, she cares about how you feel. She reacts
sits down
like
with a little notepad. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, well, no service training, no nothing like that. And like she reads me. And like if I start getting angry, she'll come in and like she'll like nudge herself on me and be like, calm down. Calm down. Like it's crazy. She's a great dog. Couldn't ask for a better dog.
Dogs are good, man. Dogs are good. Dogs are good.
Yeah. She's black lab mixed with coonhound.
Nice.
Rhodesian Ridgeback, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
She's been mad maybe 3 times in her 10-year span of life.
Bradley.
She gets a ridge down her back.
Yeah.
She gets a ridge. Yeah. And then there's Gunner.
Bradley, we were just talking about you about
yes,
5 minutes
sir.
ago, man. 5 minutes ago. We were talking about your awesome Techno Bowl Super Bowl that you had on the toy lounge. It's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah. Thanks for the halftime show manual instruction instead of the nipples and the Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake.
Yes, yes, thank you for that.
Yeah.
And we both agreed that we're going to use the outcome of your game to place bets on the real Super Bowl today. So
yeah, definitely. The Rams.
Whatever, something.
He's like, yeah, whoever puts the ball in.
Yeah, go Sports.
Yeah,
it's like that meme that I found today. I was like, I hope they both lose.
I play sports.
Play sports. Oh shit. So, speaking of Nintendo and NES, man, what's going on with the NESmaker?
So we're coming up to the NESmaker. All right. They have actually,
And rant.
And go. Not yet. And the rant is not for the NESmaker. The NESmaker is good to go.
Okay.
So they had some problems with the shipping and shit like that, and getting the gear. Like they've produced. Like you can't knock. Damn, I can't even remember his name. He was supposed to come on the show, but it was like right before they launched. So he's like, yeah, we can't do that. I got too much going on. So we'll revisit it after the flashers and everything get shipped out. I'll message him again, Joe. I'll message Joe again, and he'll hopefully he'll come on the show. So
yeah, that'd be cool.
So the NESmaker, he's actually been very proactive with the community, and I cannot not give him enough kudos. The guy has been 100% faithful to the project now for over, producing content and doing everything for over 2 years. The guy's absolutely amazing. He's definitely been the forefront, the face of the NESmaker, and to finally get past the shipping debacle. I know he had some stuff going on with it in the flashers and all that stuff, and he produced. So they shipped out this week. The flashers are coming, so now we can start making cartridges and stuff like that. And hopefully we'll see. I got to start visiting eBay now that I know that a flasher is inbound, and get some carts for our game. So,
nice.
Yep. I am still in the production part of it because I have worked a lot and definitely haven't done as much as that man, but it's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. So thank you to the NESmaker and everything that you've done to get us to where we at right now. The flashers are coming out so I can put our game on carts once our game is 100% complete, and we can ship our game out to whoever requests it. And like I said before, we're not going to push more than cost plus just $2 or $3 more, just to make sure like we can get our stuff, and then we can make our podcast grow and put that back into the show.
Hell yeah.
So
man.
Whatever that is, I got to get on eBay and start, looking at carts and how we want to do this. Special carts, like we can do special edition ones, glow in the dark ones, or, green ones or whatever. And then just do the mass production gray ones. So, whatever.
That'd be badass, man. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
that's something awesome that you're working on, man. That's above and beyond me, brother.
Dude, I haven't I wish I could sit here and be like, I could put the time into it that it needs. The majority of it, like everything that I want for it to happen, is like in my mind and in a book. and I've been writing down plans and stuff like that. I got the characters created. I got a lot of stuff. And now that I've switched over computers, now I got to fight through the battle of unauthorizing the old computer that I used to do this on with us and get this computer on it. So, some hurdles, but we'll work through them and I'll figure it out, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
definitely.
what it's all about. But that's going to be awesome, man. I can't wait to see that game when it's done.
Yeah. You and your fart power.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fart knocker.
And just a heads up. So the game only works on an NES. It doesn't work on a Roton or whatever the hell they called them, Roton 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Not a net, and it won't work on those.
Yeah.
Nope. That's what I was told. I haven't done a cart yet, so you know I can flash something to a cart and play it an incomplete thing, but yeah.
So, God, that's gonna be so cool.
Yeah.
Can't wait
to put my pants on and just see the farts going. It'll be great. You just hold your panties there, boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got my sheepdog behind you. His name is Indy.
I think he got locked down here is what happened. The kids like to do that. They'll open the door and lock him down here. Good. Oh, well.
He's quiet, right? He just kind of...
He is quiet, except for the jangle of his collar. But
yeah, I can't hear it.
Dog?
I ain't got my headphones on.
Oh, well. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Me and my red nose.
Adam, the red-nosed podcaster?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we at now?
All right. Let's talk about, do you want to rant? Are you ready to rant?
I can, well, it won't be long.
That's okay. This is going to be a shorter episode, I think, anyway.
Yeah?
Yeah. Unless you wanted to talk about the...
We're going to have to do research at the same time with the Chloe piece. So we can go there, I guess. It is retro, but it's not completely retro. It's retro as in, you know, we're knocking on the door of 20 years here. What was it, 2000, 2003?
Yeah.
When that show first came on. So just to bring to light, I don't know if any of you guys have followed the show Smallville or watched the show Smallville. Chloe Sullivan, right? She was the hard-nosed reporter that did the reporting and could uncover any mystery and figure out what was going on and, you know, push Clark in the right direction to save the day, essentially. So Chloe Sullivan, her name was Allison Mac. She was the actress that played Chloe Sullivan, and which came to light last week or about a week and a half ago. They were talking about the implications of the sex cult. So the show just went like through the roof. It was like, sex cult. What's going on?
What?
Sex cult. Master of the Retroverse now talking about sex cults. All right. But
never thought we would talk about that, but go on. Proceed.
So Allison Mac has made headlines again. Last week she showed up in one of the major headlines talking about that they're ready to proceed with the lawsuit going against the cult, which was, I cannot pronounce it. It's a whole bunch of letters. NVNXM something. Yeah. So it's like slavery and weird stuff and ruined my experience with the show Smallville, even though this past week I have been rewatching a lot of the episodes. Started from season 1. I think we're on season 4, something like that. I actually own them because I was a big fan of Smallville back in the day. This is during the time I was an SOI instructor, so School of Infantry, if nobody knows what SOI means. So let me fill in the blanks here. Try to get better at that. Gunner.
Thanks for all the civilian. Yep, for all of us civilians.
Yeah, School of Infantry. Yeah, I started watching a lot of that show, and it was good. But Allison Mack was probably one of my favorite characters. She was a very strong character. I don't know if did you watch any of that?
Not really, man. I
Really?
watched like here and there episodes of Smallville, but I never really got into it.
That's about the time that I started actually getting into the CW. You know what I mean? Because of the same time frame, which is still a running show to this day. 2005 is when Supernatural started, and I still watch religiously.
God, almost 15 years they've been doing that show. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jason Eccles and Jared Padalecki. I think I said that right. Those two guys, man, they've been on that. I'm surprised they could work together for that long. It's
they must have some pretty good chemistry to be able to work like that.
Yeah, that Misha, I can't remember his name, Castiel. I don't know. Did you watch any of that?
No, not really.
Just some CW stuff.
Yeah.
You're like Arrow, Flash.
I watched the Flash. Stuff, right? I did watch that.
Well, these are the shows that made it possible.
Yep.
And the only one that's still on is fucking Supernatural.
Yeah.
From the start of the CW when they started getting big. You know what I mean? I find that's crazy.
No, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I watched The Flash, and I started watching a little bit of the, what is that?
Don't say Roswell.
No,
okay.
No. No, it was the other one, the Heroes of Tomorrow, or...
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of it. Legends of Tomorrow, yeah. That's it. That was pretty good. I like that. I need to watch more of that.
Good too. Like they definitely.
I like the whole time travel thing, and all that. That was really cool. I'm really into the sci-fi shit,
DC does good on their TV shows, but
yeah. I mean,
they got on the let's build our multiverse train too late. They probably should have did that. You know what I mean? They didn't have a Roger Fleck or whatever the hell his name was.
Yeah, I think Marvel's blowing him out of the water though. Except for the ones that they've canceled already, which is bullshit.
No, the Netflix thing was kind of like a test bed to see if the shit would work.
But I tell you what, Punisher is fucking amazing.
Punisher's great.
The second season, you don't find a whole lot of shows where they stay as strong on the second season as they do on the first.
Yeah, Smallville was great. Like the chemistry, like, and you go back to it and you can sit there and Google the interviews and stuff like that. And like a lot of them would be like, hey, I didn't even have a clue. Like this shit was happening. Like, so Lex, the guy who played Lex, Rosenbaum or whatever the name, I'm surprised I'm remembering these names. But it's like, they're like, she was the sweetest girl on set. Like never would you think that she was doing these things or anything like that. And like she was a little bit younger than
now can you see the Facebook video? Is it the brunette chick there? Is that who she is?
No, the brunette is the one that played Lana Lang.
Okay, all right.
That's Clark's love interest.
Yeah.
So this is the one right after Lex in the center. That's Allison Mac.
Oh, the blonde?
Yeah, the blonde.
Oh, really? Okay.
She's the one that's implicated in this.
Yeah. Oh, no shit. Wow.
Lawsuit that's going to be going on. Huh. So that's Allison Mack. And then the picture that you have here, that's actually the Green Arrow at the end there. The Smallville version of Green Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember his name, but he was dude, to be awesome. To be honest with you, like Smallville was a good show. Like it eventually grew into its own legs, and the way they ended it was definitely rushed. And they said like, hey, Tom Welling will never wear the suit. You know what I mean? Because they couldn't call him Superman. They couldn't say this was Superman. They didn't have the rights to be able to say any of these things. Yeah. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of legalities behind the way the show was and stuff like that. Like,
what the hell? How the hell are you gonna have? I mean, I guess they did. They did it.
They did a good job. They told the dramatic story of his coming of age, story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so this is the equivalent today of Gotham.
Yeah, and I think that's why it turned me off. That's what turned me off. I'm not like, I want to see a superhero movie. I want to see fucking kicking ass, and I want them to jump right into it. Like there's some backstory, but I don't want a whole season of backstory and character building and all that shit. And I think that's why I like the Marvel stuff, because like they'll pick out the important people and eventually they'll get to the backstory of it, but they don't do it right away. They just get into the storyline, you know?
Yeah.
And that's just me. That's just me. I don't know.
You know, I understand what you're saying. Do you know do you guys have the station Freeform?
Mm-mm.
Good. So Freeform, and I think it might be partnered with the Paramount. I don't know, but digging into it and looking to it a little bit more, they tried to make a Cloak and Dagger shit. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched it. I watched like 2 or 3 episodes of it. I couldn't really get into it.
I watched it all because, you know,
yeah,
I want to know. And like, dude, going back to last week's episode with you and me, man, like, just stop.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Just give me the story. Stop putting your shit in it.
Right.
Like
drama and trying to.
You know what? The drama. You can do drama. You can do drama good, but it needs to feed the overall story. It doesn't need to be your agenda put into the shit. Like, I don't know, man. The rant's coming early.
The rant's coming. Here it comes.
It just pisses me off, dude. Like, just give me a good story. Don't give me this shit, dude. Don't try to force feed me your agenda. Please stop.
Right.
God, I say this every show. And it's going to turn into this throughout the rest of history with all this crap. Because that's like, oh, we got to keep it with what's going on in the real world and all this shit and blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
Tell us how you really feel, David.
I just want.
I know, but you know what? They do that.
It's a comic book to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's better than your shit you're putting in front of me.
Right. Yep.
I'm sorry.
I know there's a lot of bullshit, but everybody's trying. Well, all they're doing is trying to jump on the bandwagon right now. They're trying to get as many superhero because it's hot right now. You know, it's like
it's gonna stay
this
hot.
could be a full topic for another show.
Yeah.
Like
good.
zombie shit was so hot like 4 or 5 years ago.
It's gonna come back, dude. It's gonna come back, and it's gonna come back to fucking
fizzled.
Tonight. AMC premiere member. That's me. Watching it a full week early. The Walking Dead.
No, Walking Dead.
I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I don't care. I know you're a zombie fucking fanatic, but you didn't watch last season.
I watched the first half of it.
And you were so done with it.
I was done.
You were so done with it.
Yep.
But guess what? You should have stuck with it.
Okay.
You should have stuck with it.
We'll see. I've stuck through that show through a lot of bullshit, and there was a lot of people that turned it off. Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, you know, the governor, they all turned it off and shit.
Bullshit.
And I stuck through it. But once they started doing the bullshit, like last season, I couldn't take it anymore. I just completely lost interest. Now, maybe they'll do something now. I'm excited. I mean, that'd be cool. I really want to like it, dude. But it seems to me like
nobody's ever done it. Nobody has ever done what they're doing on the show that's going to premiere tonight if you're an AMC member.
Okay.
No, do you know what they're going to do?
No, I have no idea. No, I've
and
seen people posting about it.
No, so the comic book, all right? So, dude, you got to give it to the guy. You got to give it to the guy. Give it to him. Robert Kirkman is a fucking genius.
He is. He really is.
He's a fucking genius. He takes the zombie genre, and if you sit here and look at every fucking thing, right? You go back to season 1. What do? How do they get out of the department store, right? They bathe themselves in fucking blood, and it's the first time that you ever see that shit. It's the first time you ever see it, and you're just like, oh my god, it's so gross. The intestines are hanging out of their pockets, and you're like, oh fuck, right?
I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh my god, season 1 is amazing. Guess what? If you read the comic books and you know anything about the W, right? Because you're like, oh, what was the W for in season fucking 4?
Yep.
What?
The Wolves.
The Wolves. It wasn't the Wolves, bro.
I haven't followed the comic book. I think the last one I read up to season 100 or episode or Issue
The
100.
wolves were there. The wolves were there, and they were marking the zombies with W's, but you didn't know why. You didn't know why, right? Well, now the whisperers are here.
Oh, the zombie whispers, yeah. They can like control and talk to the zombies and shit.
They don't control and talk to any zombie. They control and talk to themselves, and they wear the fucking zombie skins like fucking Chainsaw Massacre, motherfucker, and they walk with them, and they herd them, and they fucking do what they want with them. And then when you're in that herd and you're sitting there chopping away at zombies, and you think that one's just like a regular zombie, like, God, and you're stabbed, dude. You don't even fucking know it. The show is gonna be fucking absolutely. We should probably put this in the title, dude. I fucking love The Walking Dead.
I love The Walking Dead too, and I was really disappointed. So if this brings it back, that might spark my interest. Give me something different than all the boohoo bullshit of Rick Grimes, because I know he's gone now.
He's gone.
I know
man.
that. I know
well,
that.
Well, he's not gone. He's gone, but he's not gone.
Yeah, but
he got turned into
give me something new.
Give
me something different, dude. When the first season, 2 seasons, even third season, man, what was the biggest thing that you feared that you would still get jump scared about? The fucking zombies.
And that's what they're doing with this season, because you don't know where the bad guys are going to be. So
and after that, dude, it was like nothing. Like, I had no fear of the zombies. They would just walk by, boom, stab them in the head, keep walking. They had no fear. There was that. All that was gone, dude. It was
if
gone.
There was ever truly a zombie apocalypse, there wouldn't be a World War Z type zombie apocalypse. All right, they wouldn't be running fucking 1,000,000 miles an hour at your face and shit like that, because they're dead. They're dead, and they come back to so the body has a natural state. Let's go into biology, like how a body breaks down when it's not alive and the cells aren't alive, but like things still want it to move just a little bit, just a little creakiness, right? You're not going to be able to run at fucking 15 miles an hour at somebody and fucking take a bite out of their face, maybe for the first month, right, of your death.
Do you know what show that I actually ended up loving more than The Walking Dead for about the last 2 seasons?
Z Nation.
Z Nation, dude. That fucking show is awesome. It really is. Because it's always different. They don't get into a lot of the character building and the drama and all this other bullshit, man. They're throwing in alien zombies and biohazard radioactive zombies and all kinds of crazy shit, you know? I mean, it's good.
And I should be 100% behind you, right? I should be 100% behind you, backing you with this show. Essentially, because it's filmed in my fucking hometown. It's filmed where I'm from. Like everything where Murphy is taking over downtown Spokane, and the fucking it's supposed to be in the old lighthouse, like before the train station got tore down and all that shit, and it was so yeah.
And shout out to Doc, because Russell Hodgkinson's is friends with me on Facebook.
And old Doc.
Yep.
Old Doc. He's friends with me too now.
Yeah, he's cool. He's a good dude.
I think it's because we know each other. He's like, oh, we got mutual friends.
Right. But that just goes to show you, man.
Let's get him on.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Let's do it. Let's get him on.
We'll tag team a message.
Yeah.
Tag team message, Facebook Messenger.
I don't know, man. I mean, we're way off subject of what we were talking about, but I really do hope that The Walking Dead, I hope that they can step up their game, and I'll give it a shot, you know, and see what it's all about. I mean, we
definitely transitioned organically into this. So.
Yeah. Well, let's go on and talk about more zombie stuff, and let's talk about let's get your little rant over with here, and let's talk about.
I don't know how much more rant I have in me, but I'll try.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Dead Matter. Explain what that is and what's going on with it.
So for any of you that have followed Mac's Corner, right? I had a pre-order edition where I talked about Dead Matter and the tiers of backing them through Kickstarter.
Well, what is Dead Matter?
Dead Matter is a zombie apocalypse survival style game, 7 days-ish, but not that blocky Minecraft building. The house is already built. You can't build walls or anything like that, but you can build a defense around the building that you want. You can add generators, power, you know, all that good stuff, traps, all that crap, right? You can upgrade your weapons. You can do all that stuff. You go out and you scavenge through the world. It's an open world And through the tiers of membership, you have different things that you could apply without me going down them. If you want to, just go to deadmatter.com, right, and go ahead and look that up and whatnot. And they have a Discord. If you're on Discord, I can't remember where their invite was. It might be on the Indiegogo campaign, because their Indiegogo campaign is still open. Their Kickstarter was closed, discontinued, right? So you're like, everybody who gets on Kickstarter, they get behind Kickstarter because Kickstarter is a more reputable establishment to back something on, i.e. the NESmaker, which we talked about earlier in this episode. You know, he released his software on the date that he said he was going to release his software. He had problems in manufacturing and then shipping, so the flasher came late. Those were, you know, things beyond his control. But he produced the software. He got it to the people that backed him, and since then he's given like 2, 3, 4 updates. You know, he's updated his software. He's kept you in the know. He gives you email every like 2 weeks or so. There's some kind of, like, they're on NESmaker update 53 or 54, I think I saw. Like, they keep you up to date. All right, I backed Dead Matter shit almost 8 months ago, 9 months ago, and I have gotten one update, and it was update 8, and it was last month. I didn't know how to link my account, and then they're like, you need to get on Discord. Like, these are the things you need to make videos about. These are the things that you need to connect with your community. Discord cannot be your only form of communication with your community, because not everybody's on Discord.
Right, yeah. Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah. YouTube would be your best.
Oh, yeah,
right?
Yeah.
They have YouTube things, but it's like nobody's talking. They're playing the game where they have it right now, and it's like nobody's saying anything. You're like, oh, this game looks badass. Why aren't you talking? Why aren't you telling me what's going on with the development of this game? Give me some tangible freaking information to where I can digest it, and then I can ask questions in your FAQ. Like, are you serious? You sit there and you're like, you have questions, consult your FAQ. Fuck you. Like, talk to us.
Right.
Tell us what's going on. All right. Congratulations, Nick in Canada, for becoming a $500 and whatever $1,000 that is going into this game, that is backed in this campaign in Indiegogo alone. I don't know what you made in Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm. So it's completely crowdfunded.
It's crowdfunded.
Yeah.
But like, why are you not connecting with us? Why do I have to consult your FAQ? And then the dude that's in charge of your FAQ in Discord and all that shit, he's not a developer. He doesn't know what's going on. He's another Discord dashboard fucking war hero that messages you when he has a question that he thinks pertinent. No, that's not how this shit works. Let me buy you a pizza. You want me to buy you a pizza? I'll buy you a pizza when you give me some fucking real information. What's our timeline? Because you said this shit was coming out in December. Then you said this shit was coming out in January. Guess what, motherfucker? We're in February.
Mm-hmm.
So post this to Discord, post this to whatever. Take this snippet of this conversation right now. I'm looking you square in the fucking eyes. What's going on with this game? Give me some tangible information.
I'll take this part and I will edit it and clip it out, and we will post this to their Facebook page.
Fuck yeah.
And hopefully we get an answer, man. I mean, it's you know, we've got almost 20,000 downloads, you know, on this, and I'm sure there's other people out there listening that that may have the same issue. So hopefully we can be the voice for those people and get an answer. So have you got the game yet?
No, I haven't gotten
shit.
So
you haven't gotten anything.
They haven't even asked me for a picture of my dog. And that's two pictures of my dog. Yeah. Because I backed him twice on accident. My bad, because I didn't know that the first one went through. I didn't get a confirmation fucking email, and the account and the shit was
what a
pulled in August.
disaster.
It was pulled in August. I checked my PayPal.
Yeah.
I called PayPal and they confirmed with me that I backed you. So I know I have one backed at the dog picture and then the 5 keys or whatever the hell it was. But the point is I didn't get a confirmation email from you saying I backed you. Indiegogo didn't even produce a bot email and tell me I backed you. I had to freaking dig through Discord to figure out what the hell was going on. You need to stop. You need to stop doing what you're doing. The face of this program, Nick, up in Canada and British Columbia, needs to get his head out of his ass and produce a video explaining exactly everything what's going on and just give us the information. Feed your community instead of having somebody that's on your Discord that doesn't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
Give us whatever information he thinks is important.
How much is this game? Like, what's the lowest tier to back them?
The lowest tier? I don't know. We can look it up right now.
I'm just wondering, because you get games like 7 Days to Die, where it's a $20 game, and they do constant updates, and they keep very well in touch with the people that play the game on Facebook and
4
emails.
years later?
Yeah, dude, 4
4
or 5
years,
years, man. You know, and the game's not near as popular as what it was, you know, even a year ago, but they still do updates and everything, and you got to do that, man. That's such bullshit. I had no idea that you were dealing with all that with this game. And
yeah, hold on. See, Dead Matter Discord, Dead Matter Reddit, Dead Matter release date. Watch it say fucking January. Unless they just posted it and changed it. Okay, this is the Dead Matter. See, I can't even Google it and like if I Google Dead Matter, like it should pop up in the top of the feed. So right now it's like, did I just waste? Because I did it twice and I did it at multiple levels. I did it at multiple levels, right? And I thought, I was like, how can I communicate with these guys and be like, hey, I could give them 20 more bucks and get the package where I get everything from the warrior dog or whatever the hell it is, where my picture of my dogs are there, right? Or whatever.
yeah.
And then be like, hey, let me get a street named after us. Whatever you need to do, you need to do it right. You need to do the community right. You need to release more content. You need to be proactive.
Yeah, the only thing I found said that release date first quarter 2019, and that was something that was posted back in 2017.
And on the Indiegogo campaign and the Kickstarter, it said December of 2018, and then they changed the date.
Yeah. December 3rd, new development gameplay walkthrough on YouTube.
Dude, they have plenty of footage.
Yeah.
It looks like the game's complete and they're like doing the updates themselves. Like they're playing it themselves. And like they're like, okay, let's do this now. And then they're trying to give you, I don't know if there's gonna be a story or if there's gonna be what, but I've seen like multiplayer shit. So it's like the devs, the developers are like just sitting there like making the game, playing the game, and not publishing the game and then giving you updates. Because it's definitely past a published product. Like looking at them play it, they're playing almost like a full version looking thing on YouTube. But those aren't even the guy that started this program. The guy that started this.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on a release date. Nothing. Damn, dude, that sucks. Well,
whatever.
Yeah, they need to step up their shit though. Step it up.
If I took it in the ass from this one, I guess I get it, and that's why I didn't back the fucking Atari box, Atari VCS, VDS, which was very important to me. And now it's like there's nothing in the foreseeable future, and that was an Indiegogo campaign.
Yeah,
Indiegogo is a non-reputable establishment that doesn't hold the people accountable that put fucking campaigns on there.
Well, and the shitty thing about that is with Indiegogo, I believe you're supposed to have a working, what do you call it? Demo. Prototype, yeah, of whatever it is that you're selling. And they didn't even have that for that Atari. Because they were talking about that on the...
Kickstarter makes you have a working prototype.
Or Kickstarter, that's what it is.
Kickstarter is a better place.
Kickstarter is, Indiegogo doesn't. That's why. That's right. Because they were talking about that on the CU podcast. They were talking about, they've mentioned that many times.
What, about the Indiegogo Kickstarter thing?
Mm-hmm. And about the Atari VCS.
Yeah. It just irritates me, man. Like, I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Gotta live and learn, man.
Yeah, I live and learn. I lived and learned.
Yeah, unfortunately, that live and learn and sometimes cost you money too. But I mean, maybe I don't know, man. Hopefully it works out. It's not a complete loss.
We'll be like, fuck this guy. Let's corrupt his code.
We're gonna make his dog. We're gonna make his dog with 5 legs.
Dude, they want if you're this far into development, why haven't you reached out to the backers? And if you have, and it's just in some cryptic form through the Discord or whatever of how to give you the picture that you want put into the picture frame in the video game, like, why don't you make these things clear? Why didn't you reach out to the people that gave you money to produce this product? It's like going to the store and being like, hey, I want this shirt, right? And they're like, okay, give me some money. And then they're like, okay, come back this day. I'll have your shirt ready. But I see my shirt right there.
Yeah.
It's right there. And the size that I need and everything, but I can't have it. No. That's a working prototype. That's not the real thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I paid for those custom buttons on that t-shirt. Why aren't these custom buttons that I see over here on that t-shirt if that's a working prototype?
Yeah.
Was that an analogy?
Yeah. Great analogy, David. Great analogy.
Sorry.
Well, I think before your head explode, I think we ought to
move on to more zombie stuff.
What more zombie stuff? I think we ought to. I think we're
Overkills.
Overkills. Yeah. Sorry. Yep. Let's talk about that real quick, and then we're gonna call it quits because I'm hungry.
You're hungry.
I'm hungry, man. I gotta eat. And I'm out of beer. I only brought one down with me. So
the hell's wrong with you? Why don't you keep it up, man? I've actually drank one before this, so that's why we're doing as good as we are. We are at 50 minutes, but so pretty excited. Tuesday marks the day that Overkills The Walking Dead, the highly anticipated, actually Walking Dead video game, is going to be released. As far as I'm tracking, it's supposed to be Tuesday, unless something's changed between now and Friday when I saw it on the store shelf and the date on it. So what have you seen on that, Adam? I know you
man, it's been a while since I've seen anything on it. Like, I saw the announcement of it, and I haven't really been following it that close since then, unfortunately.
So from what I'm seeing, it's actually supposed to take place during the first in actual start. So it's like the prequel of the show, right? All that time lapsed between Rick being shot and in a coma to the time where he becomes Rick Grimes, meets up with his family, and he's in Atlanta, right? So it's supposed to be like that time, like the initial infection, if you will, of the zombies coming into existence.
So this is going to be an actual first-person shooter game, correct?
Yeah, 4 players. Okay. 4 players.
Cool. Damn.
So you can have 4-player, multiplayer, all that good stuff. Crafting, all that stuff. You build your base from what I've seen and everything like that. Like, it's gonna be a good game from what I see. From what I've seen.
Now, what are you getting that on? Are you getting in that on the Xbox?
Yeah, I'm gonna get on Xbox, man. The only thing I do on the PC, dude, is virtual reality.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. And then if we ever play 7 days, I'll play 7 days with you on it.
How much is it? Looks like Walmart's got it for $48. $60 from pretty much like Best Buy, GameStop. Well, that's PlayStation though too.
Yeah.
Damn. But I'm gonna have to add that to my list because,
Yeah.
man, I'm really fucking excited about the new Far Cry. But
I am too. Like
that
I want to continue that story.
looks badass, dude. Shit, I
Yeah,
totally
did
forgot
you?
about that.
Yeah, I went in there looking for Far Cry and like not look. I knew it was coming out, but I wanted to see what like they had at GameStop and whatnot, and all that good stuff. I want to see where they were sitting, and I checked the date for that, and it was like, oh, the Tuesday. It's like February 6th or whatever Tuesday is. So today is the 3rd, 4th,
Yeah,
5th, February 5th. Right? Is that the date still on there, or has it been changed?
Well, I don't know. It says initial release date was supposed to be November 6th of 2018.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why all these games are getting why everything is getting pushed back.
Let me go to
like,
GameStop here and see what they say. Shit, that's weird. It says release date 12/31 12/31/19, but reserve now.
What? Maybe it's been changed. They still had their paper hanging up, and it said Tuesday.
Overkills. Well, let's just go to the Overkills Walking Dead website. Oh, seriously, I gotta put in my freaking birth date. Scroll all the way back down to 79.
Oh, you got to put your birthday in because it's dramatic and it's bloody and gory.
Buy now. Let's see what it says. Buy now on Steam. It says release date. I wonder if that's a Steam. That might be the Steam release date. Sign up.
What is it released on Steam right now?
It might be. So, well, yeah, it says buy now on Steam.
Huh.
Yeah. But yeah, they don't say any. Well, let's see news. Let's see what it says. The Walking
$29.99
Dev stream 15. So season 2, episode 3 has arrived. So are they doing it like the Telltale ones, where there's seasons and episodes?
No.
Dude, this has been out for a while. It's showing season 202 on the run out now, and that was December 20th.
That's with the little girl. That's not the Overdead. This is a first-person shooter action. That
no, I'm
game.
on. It's the website that I'm on is overkillsthewalkingdead.com.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, it has seasons on here too. Season 1, 2, season 2.
That's. I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I'll have to look into that more. Seasons, yeah. Huh. Well. OTWD Season 1, Season 2. So there's 10 episodes per season.
Huh.
That looks pretty cool, though, dude.
This is similar to 7 Days to Die.
Yeah. That's a neat idea, though, man. Doing a first-person shooter like that with, like, seasons. That's kind of cool. Like, they did it with the Telltale.
Yeah.
But that was different. Like, this is an actual, FPS that you play. So, like, you get to the end of that episode, and then you got to wait, for a week or 2 weeks or however long it is before the next one comes out.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, man. It paces the gameplay. And then you can still do it looks like you can still do what they call expeditions, which are like side missions and shit.
Okay. Yeah, but is it on Xbox? I don't think it's like.
Well, I don't think it's out. I don't think it's out yet. No, this is just. I think this is just on Steam.
Yeah, this is crazy on Steam. Yeah, I'm looking at it too. So yeah, it's supposed to come out Tuesday. I thought. No Sanctuary. Season 2, Episode 1. Walking Dead, out now on Steam.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well,
yeah,
I'm good. Let's call it a wrap.
Yeah, that works, man. Yeah. So the Rams are winning the Super Bowl.
Are they?
Saying.
Yep, sure.
Yeah.
Yep. According to Bradley Smith's foretelling. Yep. They're gonna win it. 48-0 or whatever it was.
48-3.
48-3. Okay, cool. Well, no need to watch. We all know how it's gonna end.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. If you watched this on our Facebook page, actually, I want to thank the Toy Lounge for hosting the live viewing this week. The Toy Lounge is a great group of guys on Facebook. All things vintage, retro, toys, not toys, everything. So go check them out. Check out our Facebook page, Masters of the Retroverse, and our group by the same name. You can find us on YouTube, Masters of the Retroverse. You can find us we are also on the audio podcast version is on iTunes and Google Play. So anywhere else you find your podcast or you get them, we are there. So that's about it. Yep. Anything else, David?
That's it, man.
So how did did we complete the high score thing on the
no,
Mario?
Not
Dude,
yet.
I tried, but
what'd you get?
No, I'm not even gonna say it was so bad. So
come on, man.
Nah, it was like I think I got up to like 150,000, and I just gave up. It's weird playing on the Switch. Like I don't know, and I'm not making excuses. It really is different than you're used to having your controller right here, right?
Yeah.
When I play on the Switch, usually play in handheld mode, so I'm playing with the controls over here, and it's like your buttons are like, diamond shaped basically instead of being right next to each other. So to hold down B to run and then roll your thumb to jump, it's different, and it kind of screwed me up. So. Not gonna make excuses. I suck. I know it, but
we have some time left. So
yeah, we still got some time left. So if you are watching, if you haven't done it yet, go over to our page. You can win that beautiful Merman Pez dispenser if you can beat David's high score. So, and then next month we'll try something else. If nobody wins it, we'll throw that back into the bag. We'll add something else to it, and then next month, you'll get more. So
yeah, Bradley might win it. He might. I gotta stay true. Like the only high score is Bradley right now. I'm out of play because I was dominating on.
But they have to beat your score though.
No. The high score will win. So if you can beat Bradley is the current champion right now. I'm out of play.
Okay, so he beat your score?
No, he didn't beat my score.
Oh, okay.
But he's the high score right now.
Okay, all right. What's his score?
It was. Let me see. See what he said here. I think it's like give me 1 second. If not, I think it was like, oh my gosh, where's it at? I put it on. He did it on. He went live on our page, so it should be right. Where's it at? Sorry. I apologize.
It's all good.
It's fuck. Come on. Give me 1 second. You can keep them entertained.
Dead air.
Oh, by the way. Just confirmed the hotel with Keelan of Eternia. We do have our hotel in Anaheim for PowerCon.
Really?
So
when was that? Is that April?
That will be in August.
Oh, August. Okay.
Yep.
Good deal.
So we will be in PowerCon. He and I will be there. Let's see here. There's that one. Come on, visitors posts. He should be right at the top. I put a comment in there with his score, so
okay.
Wendell Priest. all right. Where is it at? Jesus. I don't think it was that high.
That's all right. They can find us. They can find it on the page. Just go to our page. You can find it. But if you wanna get involved in that, it's definitely a fun little thing we're doing.
Yep.
Get a little bit of interaction with some of our listeners and viewers and YouTubers and all that stuff. So that's it, man.
Yep.
All right, cool. All right. Well, I think that's it for us this week. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for listening. And remember, there is nothing wrong with living in the past. We're out.